Carson, what's good, homie? Rod, what's good, Rod? Don't even worry about that, man. Where attention goes, energy flows. Base, what's up? Mako Cam. High altitude planes give us images of Earth. Right, and the real unedited versions of those images are never showing a globe. Never. CRC said, if Earth isn't moving, why are the stars moving? The stars are moving. Listen, this is going to sound absolutely insane to you, right? It's going to sound absolutely insane. The stars are moving because the stars are moving.
So wait a minute. What you're saying is that you want us to put water on the crops.
Yes.
Water. Like out the toilet?
Well, I mean, it doesn't have to be out of the toilet, but yeah, that's the idea.
But Brondo's got what plants crave.
It's got electrolytes.
I don't understand your question about dinosaurs, bro. Yeah, or dragons. I don't understand that. I'm going to need you to make that a lot shorter. Just ask me what your question is. Yeah, I don't understand what they're saying. CRC said, where are the stars going? Why? What do you mean, where are they going? Why are you assuming the stars are going anywhere? Carson said, how do you think dragons are dinosaurs if we have all these other fossils of dinosaurs? How do you know that those are dinosaur fossils is my question. Guys, like the video, please, if you don't mind. Sub if you like the content. Dafa said that was the movie Idiocracy. I think the world is on its way to being like that. Dafa, the world is already like that. Look at the question that CRC asked me. Look at CRC's question. CRC is the biggest indicator that we are living in idiocracy, right? Because they don't understand the idea that the stars move because the stars move, right? Think about it. That's such a crazy idea to them. You know what I mean? Like if I got my mouse right here, my mouse is moving because the mouse is moving, not because my phone is moving back and forth and it just looks like it. But if you tell somebody that, these idiots will legitimately believe that my mouse is not moving, and the only reason why you see the mouse moving is because my entire phone is moving. You understand? This is idiocracy. What? Why is the mouse moving back and forth? How is he moving his mouse? That's the question that buddy asked me. Okay, if the earth is not moving, how do I see the stars move? Literal idiocracy, literal. Listen, let me just answer your question fully, okay, Carson? They have no evidence that these fossils are dinosaurs. That is a made-up story because nobody ever saw a dinosaur, or even it's literally made up, okay? If I find a fossil and I call that fossil a flying T-Rex, the evidence that flying T-Rexes exist is not the fossil. I don't even know if you understand that, but I mean, I shouldn't have to explain it more than that. If I find a fossil and I name it something, that fossil is not evidence that the imaginary animal I just named it is real. What's up, Tether? What's up, Beans? Yeah, I can make up any name for a fossil, bro. That don't mean that it's real. If they found fossils that resemble dinosaurs taxonomically, those were 100% dragons because dragons were real and dinosaurs were not. Shout out Turbo. Turbo said fossils, bones they found is all bullshit. Also, millions of years old. Yeah, that's impossible because carbon dating doesn't even go back that far. Tesla said, he said, what are black holes then? Yeah, how do you know black holes even exist for real? Oh, you accidentally hit his question? Yeah, guys, please do me a favor. Like the video if you don't mind. Double tap the screen and sub if you like the content. Helticus, yo, I'm Arise. Can you see why my main channel was banned? Heroticus. Oh, right, okay. All right, Helticus, I'm gonna add you as a mod, all right? Listen, do not go overboard with the trolling though, okay? All right, I recognize because you called and you said that you like to troll the people who are in here trolling me. Again, I'm gonna add you as a mod so that way the other mods know that you're not trolling us. You know what I mean? But don't go overboard with the trolling, please, okay? And as a mod, only delete people that are trolling. If they're clearly trolling, then get them out of here. Heltica said, I never do. I say dumb stuff like Goku solos your beliefs. Yeah, but when you say your beliefs, you got to be who specific you're talking about. Because if the mods are watching you and they're like, he is saying that Goku solos these beliefs, why would we entertain some stupid shit like that? Although, I mean, in reality, yeah, but still, okay, still. Matisse said, sup, dude? What does weed not equals African mean? Thank you so much for that question. Hugh, you're correct, actually. Hugh is correct, and I know a lot of people are going to be triggered by that, so we're not going to talk about it. I'm not even going to say it out loud, all right? Because it's blasphemy, although it is correct. Yeah, as a matter of fact, when I come up here, I have never, ever compared myself to Goku. I call myself Saitama all the time, though. Anyways, listen, we're not here to talk about that, okay? All right, we have an anime channel coming very soon. Okay, so let's talk about the African thing. The Atlantic slave trade was sold in reverse. The slaves in America were just enslaved from America. They did not get transferred from Africa. Some of them did come across the Atlantic, but they came from Europe. Now, there were more slaves sent across the Atlantic from America than to America. I really want you to drink that in. There were more slaves sent away from America than to America. Basic, can you look up the Foucault experiment? I don't have to look it up because I've already destroyed that many times. I'll get to that after this. All right, so again, there were more slaves sent out of America than to America. The slaves in America came from America in order to justify the colonization of the American indigenous population and the rest of the indigenous populations around the world. This group of colonizing Europeans came up with the out of Africa theory. Okay, go see a man named Melville Hershkovich if you want to learn more about what I'm talking about, how this theory was developed and who came up with it. Okay, now the Foucault's pendulum experiment, number one, it doesn't prove the Earth is moving around the sun. It doesn't even claim to. It alleges that the Earth is rotating, but there's no evidence of that because a pendulum is not establishing a causation between the movement of the Earth and a string tied to my ceiling. Okay, at the most, the people that stand behind this experiment say that it establishes a correlation. Correlation is not causation. So the Foucault's pendulum is not a scientific experiment that proves the Earth is moving around the sun, and it's not a scientific experiment that proves the Earth is rotating whatsoever, okay? Thank you so much for that response. Lighter said, how is Earth not a globe? Let's see, what should I go with today? All right, how about this, Lighter? You tell me why you think it is a globe, and I will take whatever reason you give me, flip it on its head, and show you how that actual reason proves that the Earth is not a globe. Now, I'm just spitballing here. I don't know what you're gonna say, but I think I'm right. All right, tell me why you think the Earth is a globe, and I'll probably turn it around. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Hey. Like the video if you guys don't mind, please. Like the video and sub if you like the content. Let's see how this goes. SSV said, what's your reason for thinking the Earth is flat? SSV, what's your reason for thinking that I think the Earth is flat? When I never said it. Uh-oh, Turbo said there are 1.5 million camels in Australia and 250,000 in Egypt. Which landmass do you think had camels first? Not even a question. All right, here we go. Pretty much, we have quite a lot of pictures of the Earth. You can see them up. Great, great. Yeah, I appreciate that. So you think pictures of the Earth, right? First of all, I have an actual unedited photo of the Earth right here behind me, right? Most of the photos that you get from NASA are completely CGI. And to be 100% honest, that actually debunks the idea that the Earth is a sphere on its own, right? Because if NASA is putting out CGI images, the only question that we have to ask ourselves is why? Why would they be doing that? You know what I mean? Why are they giving us fake pictures instead of the real ones if it's so easy to prove the Earth is a sphere through pictures? You see what I mean? See, this is the photos that you guys get, and you think, oh, wow, this is a real photo. No, it's not. These are the photos that get taken by weather balloons and amateur rockets when they go up, and they never show what NASA shows us. So that's how we know that we should not trust NASA, because everything they give us is a lie. And we know that because their pictures have been admittedly CGI. All right? See, this is what I'm talking about right here. You see how it does not curve the way that they show you? It pretty much just goes straight up and down, you know? So yeah, so we use the photos from NASA itself to debunk the Earth all the time. So I appreciate you for bringing that up. Yeah. Do you have another one? I mean, this is kind of fun. Yeah, from now, yeah, tell me what reason you think the Earth is a globe, and I'll take that reason and flip it on its head. Watch. Salacu said, I see the curve behind you. Well, Salacu, even if you are going to lie and say that you see the curve in that other picture, the point of what I'm saying is that NASA puts out CGI photos. Do you understand? They warp the photo. That way it looks more curved. Let me say that. It looks more curved than it actually is, because even if, look at this, even if they're trying to say that it curves right here, right? This is what they're trying to say. They're trying to say that it curves in between here and here. Even if that's true, that's not consistent with the curvature of the Earth. Do you understand? This is not consistent with the curvature of the Earth. So even if you are claiming that you see the curve right here, that don't make it a globe, but you're lying. You don't even see the curve right there. You are just bullshitting. But like I said, even if that was the case, it doesn't excuse why NASA puts this out, which is the actual point I was making, all right? Stay focused, young man. Stay focused, kings. Guys, like the video, please, if you don't mind. Like the video and sub if you like the content, okay? Vittori said, explain eclipses. Stop spamming, please. You know what? Never mind. All right, never mind. Yeah, if you're asking about the sky, that would be a deflection, actually. Yeah, we're talking about whether or not the shape of the Earth is a sphere. That doesn't have anything to do with eclipses. I don't know if you know that or not, but it does not. I don't know if you know that, but it does not. Guys, double tap the screen, please. Like the video. Sub if you like the content. I love and appreciate you. Carson said, all right, do you still think the sun is bigger than this non-globe Earth? Well, Carson, I can only go on the unedited photos that we actually have of the sun. Why don't we look at what the sun looks like in relation to the Earth? Carson, here you go. This is from an amateur rocket that was sent up. Unedited photos and videos of the Earth and sun. Tell me what you see. Tyler Williams said, what evidence do you have that the Earth is flat? Tyler, what evidence do you have that I ever said the Earth was flat? Look at it! Look at it! You look at it! Lighter Newbie said, my English is pretty bad. How does the sun rotate around the Earth? If the sun were to shine on the other side, wouldn't life grow on the other side? I never said, what other side? What are you talking about? What other side? Listen. Hey, bro. Look, this is what the sun does, bro. That's how, all right? I mean, and look. See, look. It's doing it. Look. It's right there. It's right there. It's not 93 million miles away. It's right there, okay? It goes from this part of the earth to the other part of the earth to the other part. What do you mean the other side? Like, do you see? I'm sorry. Do you see what I'm subjected to in here? Look at this. See, now I have to ignore you for the rest of the time now, lighter newbie. Look at this bullshit. Lighter newbie said, that's a circle, bro. That would mean it's a globe. Moment of silence for lighter newbie. Moment of silence.
Stupid, I'm not gonna let you get the chance. Stupid, I'm not gonna let you get the chance. Stupid, I'm not gonna let you get the chance. Stupid, I'm not gonna let you get the chance.
Stop it. Get some help.
Hell no, to the no, no, no. Hell to the no, hell to the no, to the no, no, no. Hell no, no.
See, I really gotta watch who I respond to in here because, it is impossible to not be influenced by the people that you interact with, and so when I start interacting with people who are this dumb, my mind rejects it. All right, my mind rejects it. I love and appreciate you guys for real. I really do. Like the video, double tap the screen and stuff, but oh my God. Oh my God. I'm sorry, that made me kind of sad. It really did, Like, there's nothing worse than having a conversation with somebody, right? And you think you're having a good time, like, oh yeah, and then next you know, something happens and you see the spark start flying out of his eye and stuff. You're like, have I been talking to a robot the whole time? I was actually trying to seek human connection with a robot. Shout out Kakad. Kakad said facts. Boyd said Earth is flat. Sun is flat. What else is flat? Heltica said, what's the name of this music genre? The name of this music genre is Baroque classical music. Borroque. Shout out Rod. I see you up there, Rod. Third Coast. What's up, Third Coast? Kevin said time zones are because the flat earth model is massive. Yes, Don't know what that last part was, Kev. Boyd said there are so many real Earth pictures taken, but bro used the very few real flat Earth photos there are. Well, if the Earth is not flat, there should be no flat Earth photos. I don't know why you would even say that. And I never said the Earth was flat. Yeah, I said NASA puts out CGI photos. So if you're gonna discuss what photos are real and fake, this one is CGI, this one is not. So what do you mean I put out the few flat Earth photos? Maybe there's only a few flat Earth photos because all of these photos are CGI, my guy. All right, if I put out a real photo, it don't matter how many of them there are. Why do you think that matters? How many of them there are? The number doesn't matter. Is the photo real or fake? That's what we're discussing, boy. All right, little boy. Lenny said the flat Earth map is on the NATO map. They show you what the world really looks like in America, and America is old Egypt. Florida is the Garden of Eden. Carson said, so if your opinion and beliefs matter around the people you're around, that basically is how rumors start. Oh, I get what you're saying. You're trying to basically bring my esoteric statement about being influenced by other people down to earth, right? Like even if it's something as simple as somebody you're around tells you something you trust, you believe it, you start telling people that it affects you and the world around you. So you got to be careful who you're around and what you're listening to. Is that the point you were making? I think I understood that. Matt said, what is the point of this discussion? Matt, if there's no point of this discussion, why the hell are you in here? You know what is more of a waste of time than having a conversation about useless things? Complaining about other people wasting time talking about useless things. Yeah, that's 10 times worse than just talking about it. Complaining about other people talking about it, that's like... Guys, like the video, please, if you don't mind. Double tap the screen and sub if you like the content. Snicker said the Garden of Eden is in the Far East. No man has ever seen it? Well, how do you know it's in the Far East then? SSV, why does America equal Atlantis? Thank you for that question. What's up, D-Game? How you doing, man? The reason why America is Atlantis is because the ancient stories that describe Atlantis geographically, the ancient maps that show Atlantis geographically, the etymology physically of the ATL letter grouping, and of course, the stories from the European explorers that came here, describing how they were looking for Atlantis, and then eventually describing how they found it, considering all the gold and technology they were introduced to here in America. Base, you're assuming that all of that stuff is real. You've never confirmed that any of that stuff is true. I know that for a fact. Not to say that you don't have a good reason to believe it. Listen, I'm not saying that there's not a good reason to believe it. I was taught just like you guys in school. I'm just saying, if you actually start verifying this stuff, you're going to realize that they're all liars. Snicker said the book of Jubilee says it. And that is factual information because Dragon said Atlantis did sink. Yeah, Dragon, the entire world sunk. Yeah, there were many floods around the world. I don't know if you know that or not. Not just Atlantis, everything sunk. And if Atlantis was the entire world at that time, then yeah, you can see why they're saying Atlantis sunk, because they're referring to the world. They didn't call it Earth, they called it Earth Atlantis. Spam said, if the world flooded, then where did the water go? The water didn't go anywhere, okay? If you flood a landmass with water, what does that water turn into? It's sad that I have to explain this, but if you have an entire landmass, land, dirt, and you flood it with water, what does that water turn into? Samar said, which dragon is being called, which dinosaur is being called dragon by you? No, you're mistaken. I'm not coming up with any of this information. This is based on taxonomical realities, my guy or girl. Look, this is a list of over 30 names of dinosaurs that were called dragons. This is over 30 names. I don't know how many it is exactly, but it's over 30, okay? Yeah, over 30 different species of dinosaurs that were flat out just called dragons. There you go. Huh? And Sam said that's just a name. Sam, I'm gonna send you back to the lobby, all right? I'm sending you back to the lobby. Without a doubt, you're going back to the lobby. And let me tell you why she or he is going back to the lobby. Look. He or she says, which dinosaur is being called a dragon, right? That's what she says, or he. Which dinosaur is being called a dragon? I bring up 30 names of dinosaurs that are being called dragons. Their response is, well, yeah, but that's just a name. You gotta go. You gotta go. You have to go. All right, you have to go. Mark said, why aren't you ashamed of yourself? Mark, the reason why I'm not ashamed of myself, number one, is because I'm so good looking. I mean, just got to put it out there like that. And then number two, Mark, is because you or nobody that you have ever met in your entire life will ever be able to come in here and prove me wrong. You know what I mean? So those two things combined, my confidence will never waver, ever. It don't matter what happened. I'm going to always think exactly like this. Yeah. I know you can't understand that, Mark, because you're like, oh my God, if I was thinking like this, I would be embarrassed of myself. I mean, I'm embarrassed of myself just for looking in the mirror. So of course I would be embarrassed if I was doing this. Yeah, Mark, see, but that's the difference between me and you. You know what I mean? Hey, Mark. hey, don't get mad at me. Get mad at God. All right? God is the one that did this to you, not me. Yeah, be mad at God. Shout out Vicious. What's up, Vicious? Vicious said, I'm so happy. I love happy people, Vicious. I love happy people. Shout out D-Game. I see you, D-Game. What's your take that the Welsh found America before the Vikings? I don't have a take on that, but if you have some literature on that, I would love to read that. Yeah, I would love to read that. But when you say found America, that's confusing because America was not lost. You can't find something that's not lost. See, you guys have a real bad habit of trying to find things that ain't lost. Hey, by the way, I just found all your money in your wallet. Hey, I just found all this money in your bank account. It wasn't lost, homie, all right? I put it there on purpose, okay? Dragon said, on the flip side, no one can prove him right. Dragon, I've been proven right. And you know what? Let me correct myself. All right? Nobody has to prove me right because these aren't any of my statements. Do you understand? I am just telling you what is consistent with scientific data. I am just telling you what's consistent in primary documents. You're not going to be proving me wrong or right. You're proving the scientific experiments wrong or right, or the primary documents wrong or right. All right? It's not about me. It's not about me. Like the video, guys, please. Sub if you like the content, all right? Double tap the screen, and I love and appreciate every single one of you. What's up, Lane? How you doing, Lane? BLO said, who doesn't love happiness? Most of the people in this chat do not love happiness. They are in here to try to destroy my happiness. That's literally why most of the people who are in the chat right now are in here. Like, oh my God, I can't believe this guy has free speech. That's how they act. BLO said, have you seen the Y-Files? BLO, I don't know if that's your channel and you're in here on a burner. I'm just going to be honest and say that channel sucks. All right. I mean, it's they have some good content, okay? But overall, what the hell? I mean, as chill as they come. As chill as they come. Like I said, I'm sorry if that's you, bro. You know what I mean? And you're in here under a burner, but... Redder said, happiness is awesome, man. Don't believe the haters. Unknown steam engine back to the lobby. Tubi said, what makes you happy? What makes me happy is going live on my channel, having conversations with other people that are interested in figuring out the truth, or people that have truth to drop on me. Truth to drop on me. Murder said, ain't nobody give a ish about your free speech. Very anti-American, this person. Nobody gives a ish about your free speech. See, listen, I don't know where you're from, homie, but here in America, we care about stuff like that, all right? As long as I'm not inciting violence or I'm not up here, directly attacking other people nonsensically, you have no reason to shut down me and my free speech, other than the fact that you are a narcissistic, colonizing, evil person. You are extremely evil. Gonzo said, "What's your academic background?" None of your business, Gonzo. Yeah, none of your business. Do me a favor, guys. Please like the video if you don't mind, and sub if you like the content. See, Redder, I'm not gonna lie. I was gonna let that comment about the smoke detector go. I was literally about to let it go. By the way, what's up, Terry and Mystic? Guys, like the video, please. Sub if you like the content. Listen, I was about to let it go, but I can't let it go now because you're a troll, okay? Yeah, I have that smoke alarm in there just so I can figure out whose brains aren't developed enough to ignore a smoke detector. So yeah, I gotta get you out of here, bro. If the rest of your comments were non-trolly, maybe I would have let it go. Bree said, "What kind of music is that in the background?" This is Baroque classical music. Oh yeah. What's up, Terry? My bad. What's up, Terry?
Bang up, Terry. Put it in reverse, Terry. Put it in reverse. Oh, Lord. Lord, Jesus. Oh, Lord. Oh, Jesus.
Terry, what's up, my dog? Bond Servant said all of the above stated points are true. Based said, what about rivers like the Tigris and the Euphrates? Well, Based, I have seen documents from the 1800s. Yes, as soon as the 1800s from Europe, where they flat out called the Mississippi River the Nile. Or maybe I'm thinking about the Amazon River. I gotta go fact check that. But I saw a document from Europe in the 1800s where they were talking about a certain animal that they found in America that was found on the Nile River. They say in the Nile River in America, literally. Thank you for correcting me, Mystic and D-Game. D-Game said the 7 rivers feed the Mississippi. Mystic said the Mississippi River is the correct river because when they describe the Nile, they describe the 7 rivers that feed into it. I think the Nile in Egypt only has 2 rivers, right? The Mississippi has 7. You said, who else knows that stereotype from K Tony? Tony, we know that's you, bro, all right? Nobody watches that bullshit. Nobody watches that bullshit and knows any lore from K Tony, all right? I'm like, you were out of your mind thinking that somebody was gonna recognize some Tony lore. Nobody watched that idiot shit. Out of your mind. We know that's you, Tony. Get your ass out of here. There's only one person on the planet that knows the lore from K-Tony, and that would be Tony himself. That boy Redband don't even know the lore from K-Tony. That boy Redband don't even know the lore from over there, and he on every damn show. GGL, I appreciate you so much, man. Have a peaceful rest of your day. Thank you for the sub. You know, double tap the screen and like the video if you guys don't mind. I wish you guys would participate in the conversation. I really do. Bay said, all right, and what about the Indus River? I mean, it's still flowing across India and Pakistan. I don't get what that has to do with the conversation we're having about the Nile. Does the Indus River have 7 tributaries? Jack said, Redband has been there since day one. He knows the lore and much more. Yeah, but I'm making a comment on how terrible the show is. You know what I mean? Yeah, Redband has been there since day one and they make a lot of money, but the show sucks. So he's like, you know what I mean? That's why most of the time he's just there to get people on his secret show. Redband is there just so he can use Tony's audience to get people into his audience on his secret show. I mean, at this point, maybe the show was good in the beginning, but now that shit sucks. Let's be honest. Breeze said, what is the debate on the river? A lot of people believe that the Mississippi River is the real Nile River because it is, I don't know if it's the only one, but between it and the modern day Nile does not have 7 tributaries or connecting rivers. I don't even know if that's the right word. But the Nile is described as having 7 rivers that connect to it, and the Mississippi River has 7 rivers. Mario said, get a life. Tony, we know that's you, bro. We know that's you, Tony, all right? Get your ass out of here. Anybody that was mad about that K-Tony comment, Tony, I know that's you. All right, nobody cares about that show. Bond said no sniper accounts for the Coriolis effect. This is actually a fact, guys. This is a fact. Go fact check us. Find somebody that will admit that they do that when they are performing these operations. G from the Bay, I see you down there. Mrs. said, thank you for the gifts. Star B, I appreciate the gifts.
Donations, gifts, donations, gifts, gifts.
I appreciate you guys so much. YouTube said, the Coriolis effect proves that the Earth is a globe. The Coriolis effect doesn't actually have anything to do with the shape of the Earth. Moron. Shout out Belukif. I'm not gonna call you Bello. Bello said, are we for real? The Earth is flat. Shout out you, Bello. Yeah, shout out you. Bello thinks that we should not even be talking about this anymore because obviously the Earth is flat. Now, I never said that. I'm just repeating what Bello said. Aquatic said, can you explain to us what the Earth is if not a globe? The Earth is a smaller portion of a much bigger plane, okay? And it has more land. That's why they tell you that the Earth is an object that you cannot leave because they don't want you to explore the other lands that exist on the Earth, all right? And if you're going to go based on, I don't know, our compasses and how they work, the earth is basically a flat circle. But again, that circle would be a smaller portion of a much bigger land. You see what I'm talking about? All right, so like, yeah, we live in a circle, but that's not the entire earth. If you go out of this circle, you will find many more continents. How many extra continents are on here? What, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If there's 10 in between here, this is like 40 extra continents. Do you understand? This is like 40. 40. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 10 in between here. 10, 20, 30, 40. That's a rough, it's a rough estimate. I'm just saying it's around 40 continents. 40 extra continents. Nobody cares about this, huh? They're like, oh, rah, 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 rah. Nobody cares. No, no. Just idiots. Oh, no. I mean, they never taught us that there was more continents. No, my teacher never told me that. Oh, my teacher never told me that, so I don't care. All right, well, go away, please. We're not talking to you. It's not for you. Asher said, then how do planes fly? Thank you for that question. Planes fly as if the earth is flat, Asher. That's how we know the earth is not a globe for sure. Because of how planes fly, Asher. All right? Because of how planes fly. That's how we know the earth is not a globe for sure. Because of how planes fly. Thank you for that question. Guys, by the way, like the video for me, please. Double tap the screen and sub if you like the content. Yeah, well, fact check me then. If I'm wrong, fact check me. Do planes take into account the curvature when they are flying? No, they do not. Do planes take into account curvature when they are taking off or landing? No, they do not. Go fact check me. Because they have gyroscopes in airplanes. Does the pitch data in gyroscopes reflect flying around a curve? No, it does not. If I'm wrong, go fact check it. D-Game said honest pilots will tell you the pitch data does not reflect flying around a globe, period. Ford said, this man loves to seem smart, but dumb AF. Nobody worth a real debate is going to go back and forth with you. Well, I agree with that. But the reason why is because nobody, and I mean nobody, on this entire planet is up to par to be able to debate me. I am at that level now. I listen, I know it sounds like I'm jumping the gun, but no. There's nobody on this planet that can stand toe-to-toe with me in a debate. I thoroughly believe it now. Yeah, not even close. Not even close. Did y'all see how I had to pull it back against Mark? Did you see me debate Andrew? Did you see what I did to Andrew? All right, even Andrew had to rage quit. Andrew couldn't do nothing but complain the whole time. Think about it. Andrew, who is known for shutting other people down in debates, our entire debate, all he was doing was complaining and crying. Complaining and crying. That's what I do to you, all right? When I'm on the court, the other team is going to be complaining and crying. Period, all right? I've never had it not happen. Sin said God complex with 150 viewers. Well, I mean, I had it at 0 viewers, so why would I not keep it when I get to 150? Alfred said Earth is an oblate spheroid. Yeah, Alfred, there's no scientific evidence of this at all. I do respect your opinion, but up here we only talk science, so no need for me to contend with that. You're entitled to your own opinion. Oh yeah, like the video, guys, please, if you don't mind. Double tap the screen and sub if you like the content. Why does water need to be contained and yet it sticks around the globe without a container? Yeah, right. Mystic said, I watched that Andrew Wilson debate over the weekend. Straight smoked that boy. And to be clear, okay, because I know a lot of people when they watch that, they're like, oh, you didn't even let him talk. You didn't even let him finish. You didn't even facts. Yeah, when I debate, listen. By the time the people call me to come deal with you, by the time the people call me to come deal with you, if it's so bad that I gotta come deal with you, you know what I mean? I'm like when they call in the National Guard, you know what I mean? That's how you know it got bad. All right, if I gotta come deal with you, it's bad. All right, and I ain't coming to be friends. I ain't coming to be friends. I'm coming to shut you down. Foot on neck, belt to ass. And that's all you saw. Yeah, no, it wasn't no, oh yeah, we really good friends and shit. Hell no, we ain't really good friends. We took that debate because I was disrespecting the shit out of him on my channel. I had dropped like 100 videos on Andrew. Like, listen, this is why Andrew's so stupid. Blah, 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 blah. And then he hit me up like, oh, well, let's debate. I said, boy, you don't want to do this. I said, Andrew, if I was you, I would go watch my content and realize that this ain't gonna go the way you want to go. However, if you want to debate, I was in the middle of a stream when he hit me up. I was in the middle of a stream, but I wasn't at home. So I said, Andrew, if you want to debate, I'll end my stream right now and go home so we can debate. I said, however, watch my shit, because you think you're gonna come up here, it's not gonna happen. Needless to say, you saw what happened. Oh yeah, let me go home and put my jacket on. Let me put my jacket on for this one. I'm just saying, if I pull up with a jacket on, that means I'm planning on getting dirty. What's up, JM, Fuzzy, Mystic? How y'all doing? I love you guys so much. Buddy said cringe. Hey, whatever. Listen, I'm not 17, and so that don't work with me, all right? Yeah, I'm an adult, so nobody cares about that when you're a grown adult. Grown adults don't tell each other they're being cringe because they know that the other adult don't give a shit. Just so you know. Yep, a big cringe. Now what? Get over here and get this belt. Yep, big cringe. Get this belt. Yeah, Bobo, I don't know why they timed you out, bro. Yeah, I don't know why they timed you out. Because they should have sent you back to the lobby. Yeah, you should not have been able to respawn. Yeah. Whoever timed him out, I'm very disappointed with you, okay? Next time, send his dumb ass back to the lobby. All right, no second chances over here. Rock, thank you for the high five, Rock. I appreciate that.
Donations, gifts.
I love and appreciate all you guys so much. Double tap the screen for me, please. Like the video and sub if you like the content. Chur said the globe is shattering as we speak. Oh. G from the Bay, I see you down there, G from the Bay. Thank you for all your hard work, man. I love and appreciate you so much, G from the Bay. Guys, please stop spamming. Loso said people dislike the truth. Yes, Loso, especially when they are a science teacher like this idiot Adam. Oh, real life moron. Malik Castro. People don't like being lied to, so most people will never admit that the system played them. Ego is so big, they would rather stay ignorant. That is so true, Malik. Malik said people don't like being lied to, so if they could avoid admitting it, they will do that. I agree with you on that, yeah. How is history 100% lies? History is 100% lies because of historical textbooks. That is what I'm referring to when I say history is lies, okay? Only what was written down in textbooks. They avoid primary documents for this very reason, okay? Guys, please like the video. Sub if you like the content. That boy Carlo just came in here and said, God bless you, my ebony brother. Listen, not only have I never been called ebony in my life, but what type of people use that term? Who uses that? I want to figure this out right now. What group of people uses the term ebony? Is that an African thing? Is that African? Zelda said, how does that mean 100% lies? I'm talking about history, specifically what we are taught in history class. If something happens in the past, but it's not passed down and nobody is aware of it, it's not history. So that's why I'm speaking about history class. There wasn't enough room up here for me to put history class. So I just put history and I'm explaining it to you right now. If you don't accept my explanation and you want to have an argument with yourself, go live on your channel and we'll all go watch you. Heltica said only white people use the term ebony. Is that true? I don't even know if that's true. That's why I had to ask, because I'm like, I legitimately have never heard that term used out loud. I've never heard it used not in reference to a magazine. Like this is new for me. I hang around a lot of white people. I've never heard a white person ever say that, ever. I've literally never heard a white person say that. I'm just saying, so I don't know. Joe Markey. Joe, I was gonna answer your question, okay? But don't get distracted by my troll catcher up there, okay? That sound you hear in the background, that's a troll catcher. All right, if you can't stay focused on the topic long enough through the beep of a smoke detector, then that's a sign that you're not, you're not physically aware enough to be able to keep up with this conversation. You know what I mean? You got to be able to go through the distractions. Oh yeah, guys, do me a favor. Please like the video if you don't mind. Double tap the screen and sub if you like the content. Sure, we don't talk politics up here usually, all right? Yeah, I would prefer not to talk politics if you don't mind. Oh, okay. You also asked me, how is America Atlantis, right? I'll answer your question about Atlantis. JD, why are you such a weirdo? Okay, so the reason why America is Atlantis is because of, number one, the ancient stories that describe it geographically. Number 2, the ancient maps that show it geographically. And the most important part is the etymology. The etymology of the ATL letter grouping comes from America, period. All right, there's no way around this. The ATL letter grouping only exists in American words and languages, okay? Also, if you look at the stories of the original European explorers that came over here, some of them explicitly say they were looking for Atlantis. And when they got here, some of them explicitly say they found Atlantis. That's what they reported back to the other Europeans. That's why all the Europeans are still trying to get over here and move to Atlantis till this day.
And you said no.
Oops.
Lie detector determined that was a lie.
My bad, wrong one.
To this day. To this day.
I love and appreciate you guys, even the haters. All right, even the haters. Okay, because if I was nobody and I was extremely ugly and I was talking about nonsense, the haters wouldn't spend even 1 second in here trying to shut me down. But because I have all that stuff going for me, they're all in here big mad and I'm big happy. I love you guys. I really do. RIP said Atlanta, Georgia. Mystic said ATL. Loso said, hold on to something, guys, because we are flying out 800 miles per hour. Yeah, y'all better hold on to something. If the Earth is moving 1,000 miles per hour, just like any other ball, everything would fly off of it. How do you know the Earth is not moving? It's because of all the scientific experiments that have been done on the subject. SK said, could I debate you? Debate me on what, SK? By the way, SK, is that you, the famous SK, or are you a different SK? Jim said, bro, you are deleting comments. That's a fact. I am deleting all troll comments and the people who are not participating in the conversation. You will get your ass deleted. And not just deleted, I'm sending you back to the lobby. It's worse than that. No, it's worse than that, bro. Yeah, you're making me out to be too nice. Deleting comments? Nah. I'm sending you back to the lobby. Yeah. Yeah, nah, ain't no deleting going over here, Jack. Dang, SK, what did you say? Hey, why did you guys get rid of SK? SK, what did you do? What did SK do? Hold on. Hey, whoever got rid of SK, I need you to explain why right now. I'm looking at his comments. He didn't say anything that's a troll. JM, that was you, JM. JM, why did you get rid of SK? All he said is, can I debate you? And then he said, on flat earth. SK, if you're still there, that's my apologies, all right? JM got rid of you on accident. JM, look at all the people who are in here trolling me, bro. All the people who are in here trolling me, and you chose to get rid of the one guy that's not. JM, do I need to... Bro, just slow down for me, okay? JM, slow down, all right? Slow down. Look at all the people who are in here trolling. It's tons of them. Look, I'm praying for the lobby. I don't know if he's trolling or not. I'm just saying, me and like this, please, okay? And I figured it was an accident. That's what I said. I chalked it up as an accident. All right, SK said, could you explain why you believe the Earth is flat first? Yes, SK, but first, can you explain where I ever said the Earth was flat? You see, SK, this is probably why JM got you out of here. Yeah, JM probably got you out of here because he saw flat Earth, and the word flat is not even up here. SK said, all right, that's my mistake. Could you explain why you believe the earth is not a globe? Of course. Thank you for that question. By the way, like the video, double tap the screen. Sub if you like the content, okay? Oh, thank you for that gift, Casey. Casey sent the Unk alert. Thank you, Casey.
Donations, gifts, donations, gifts,
Becoming
gifts.
Vani said, all true. Shout out you, Becoming Vani. Boa said, big fan, you opened my eyes to the truth. Well, I'm glad to hear that, Boa. Boa, but definitely don't take my word for it, though. Always go fact check me, Boa. Always fact check me. Okay, so the reason why I say the earth is not a globe is because if you look up all direct measurements of the globe, okay, answering the question already, cut. Oh, you're saying you answered it? Croa, is that what you're saying? Okay, I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna answer his question, okay? The reason why I say the earth is not a globe is because every single direct measurement of the surface of the earth is always measured flat, period, okay? The earth's surface is never measured to be anything resembling a globe, period, okay? Even if you measure it to be curved, which is not even true, but I know somebody's gonna say that. It is measured curved. Curved is not necessarily resembling a globe. So you can't say, I measured a small curve, now the entire earth is a globe. Nope, that's not how that works. So you need to find a direct measurement of the earth that resembles it being a globe. There are none as far as I have seen, so that's why I say the earth is not a globe. Also, just an additive, okay? Let's throw in the fact that compasses do not work on a globe. Let's throw in the fact that in 1901, Marconi sent radio waves across the Atlantic Ocean and debunked the globe. And you know that's a fact because that is the reason they invented the ionosphere. Okay, the ionosphere is the proof that Marconi debunked the globe in 1901, but the ionosphere only works up to 40 megahertz. So that same exact experiment that's done over 100 megahertz debunks the globe over 1,000 times. Let's also talk about the electromagnetic frequency that we have on the earth and how it can only be represented in a lab using a flat surface. All right? That's what I'm saying, like thousands of reasons, thousands of different debunkings of the globe. You know, so it's literally impossible that the earth is a globe at this point. It's literally impossible. All right? By the way, guys, do me a favor, please like the video, double tap the screen, and sub if you like the content, all right? Spidey said, are you dumb? Compasses work because they're magnetic. A magnetic atmosphere can only exist on a plane that is round. Spidey said, a magnetic atmosphere can only exist on a plane that is round. That is antithetical to all science ever, all right? Just so you know. And if you're saying that the earth is round and our compasses only work because they're magnetic, our magnetic atmosphere can only exist on a planet that is round. This is a planet that is round right here, just so you know. This is a planet that is round and compasses only work on that map. I don't know if you know that or not, all right? But there's something called a magnetic declination chart. A magnetic declination chart is direct evidence that compasses do not work on a globe. This is an example of a magnetic declination chart right here. See, if you try to use a compass on a globe in real life, especially if you're navigating over hundreds of thousands of miles, you basically have to adjust the compass as you go around it. You know why? Because it doesn't work on a globe. If it worked, you would not need to adjust it. Guess what? On this map, no adjustments necessary. Do you understand? No adjustments necessary on this map. Do you see? But if you use a globe, all type of adjustments because the compass don't work on a globe, all right? Shut your stupid ass up. And while we're talking about it, since you're saying that our electromagnetic field can only work on a round earth, that's what you're saying, it can only work on a round earth. Hold on. It can only work on a round earth, right? How hilarious. Number one, like I said, this is a round earth, and that's why the compass only works on this model and not the globe model. But let's talk about the electromagnetic field that we have on the earth. Let's, I don't know, reference MIT, Richard Feynman. Yeah, an MIT professor, Richard Feynman, that talks about the electromagnetic field that exists on the earth and how it can only be recreated using flat parallel plates. This is right out of his textbook, idiot. All right? The electromagnetic field that we have on earth, not only is it not consistent with a round earth, the way you say, it is only consistent with a flat surface, and actually two flat surfaces, two flat parallel surfaces is the only way we can create the electromagnetic field that we have on the earth. So I don't know why you would say all of that stupid shit when it's so easily debunked. Compasses do not work on the globe earth. The magnetic declination chart is the direct physical evidence of this. And the electromagnetic field that we have on the earth cannot be recreated on a sphere. The Richard Feynman textbooks and experiments are direct evidence of this. Hey, I just work here, John, same as you. I'm just telling you what the reality is. But he said this is rage bait. It's rage bait because I'm showing you textbooks from MIT, right? Right, so MIT as a college is rage bait, right? Yeah, anybody that goes to MIT, you're rage baiting. Thank you to all the mods in the chat. G from the Bay, I see you working hard, man. Fuzzy, I see you working hard. Thank you guys so much for getting rid of all these trolls. CSH, let's try not to dox me, my friend. All right? If you know who I am personally, hit me in the DM, okay? Just hit me in the DM, please. CSH, shout out you, but hit me in the DM, all right? Matter of fact, hold on, who is that? That better not be Christian. Christian, is that you? Okay, no, it says Christopher. Okay, my bad. I seen Chris. Chris. I'm like, ooh, if that's Christian, I'm about to wow on that boy Christian. Nah, Christopher though. I don't know. I don't know if we met before, Chris. You're gonna have to refresh my memory. In the DM though, bro. In the DM. Shattered said North Africa is Atlantis. There is absolutely no evidence to suggest that Atlantis is anywhere in Africa. That's ridiculous. All the primary documents on Atlantis and the maps of Atlantis show America clearly. I don't know why you guys are so obsessed with Europeans that everything has to come from Africa, but you need to stop. What do you think about Africa? I think that Africa is the name of some Europeans that moved to the modern day Africa. Africa is a name that came from Europeans. And if you are defending that name, it's because you're in love with Europeans. What's up, Michael? Malik said, has anybody ever felt being upside down? Since y'all say we live on a globe. Gary said, where are the dinosaurs in the Bible? Ian said, he's spitting facts. I missed the part you said about the magnetic field. The magnetic field we have on the earth can only be recreated using a flat surface. Compasses do not work using a globe earth, period. Gravity is not a scientific theory. So for anybody saying, well, I can defeat this with one word, gravity, this is literally what you sound like.
But Brondo's got what plants crave.
It's got electrolytes.
Okay, look. The plants aren't growing.
Listen, I know they taught you about gravity in school, and so now you think that Brando has got what plants crave, but it doesn't, okay? Gravity is not a scientific theory. It was actually debunked in 1933. Fuzzy, what's up, Fuzzy? Toby said, how was it debunked? See, that's crazy that you're not even aware of this, bro. You see, like, how can I debate people that aren't even aware of the evidence? I'm just saying, like, if you're gonna debate me on something, and I say it was debunked in 1933, you should be able to be like, okay, so you're talking about the Fritz Wiki observations of galaxy clusters. Well, I disagree with that because I have actually looked at this evidence. And my opinion of the Fritz Wiki observations are as such. You see, that's how you would respond if you know what I mean? But if you're like, well, I never heard of that. Okay, yeah, you're ignorant. By definition, that means you are ignorant. And I don't have time to debate ignorant people. Chur, thank you for the $5. I appreciate that. Chur said, what are your thoughts on New Zealand? Think New Zealand could be Atlantis? Chur, I think that the entire world at one point was under a common civilization that called itself Atlantis. And that's why you have all these common structures around the world. But like I said, the ATL letter grouping is an American letter grouping. So if New Zealand was called Atlantis, that is because the people who settled there, what's up, Jerome? If New Zealand was called Atlantis, the reason why is because the people that settled there came from America. Jerome said, this is my new friend. Salute, brother. Salute to you too, Jerome. I appreciate that $2, man.
Donations, gifts.
Yeah. Yeah, listen, the same way that you can tell that people in Australia come from Europe based on the way they talk, you can tell that anybody that uses the term Atlantis comes from America. Like the video, guys. Please double tap the screen. Sub if you like the content. If you would like to call in and you are in the Discord, make sure you join the live show tab, okay? I will bring you up at my own discretion. I don't know. Maybe when we get over 100 likes. I don't know. All right, but I'm enjoying not hearing your guys' voices. And there's a lot of comments I can respond to, so give me some time and I will bring people in the Discord up, all right? Guy said, we found Atlantis, bro. Yeah, we found it in America. Look, we found it right here. Look. Now, actually, not even we. Yeah, we didn't find anything. Let me be clear. Let me, correct myself on that. Yeah, some not ancient, but some old explorers found Atlantis. You know what I mean? When they were looking for it. And this is where they found it. Shaz said, explain why the stars and moons look different from different hemispheres. It's because you're looking from a different spot. Yeah, I'm honestly surprised you couldn't come up with that by yourself. Yeah, I'm surprised you couldn't come up with that one on your own. the real, are you talking about in terms of our nucleus, or are you talking about certain types of weaponry that are censored on YouTube? If you're talking about censored topics, I would rather you not bring that up. If you're talking about the forces that actually like are related to subatomic, not how they're being used today, then I don't know, maybe that's a conversation we could open up. I don't know. Becoming said, looking at different angles will change perceptions. That's what I'm saying. I can't believe they couldn't figure that out on their own. Well, how come it looks different when I'm looking from a different spot? Because you're in a different spot.
So wait a minute.
Look, this is literally what they sound like. Look.
So wait a minute. What you're saying is that you want us to put water on the crops.
Yes.
Water. Like out the toilet?
Well, I mean, it doesn't have to be out of the toilet, but yeah, that's the idea.
But Brondo's got what plants crave.
It's got electrolytes.
Thank you, G from the Bay. I see you. The only thing that I will say, JM, thank you for the $10. Keep cooking and educating the ignorant masses. Thank you so much, JM. I love and appreciate you.
Donations, gifts.
Yeah, G from the Bay, I appreciate you, man. Thank you for all your hard work. I really do. Oh. Frank is so dumb. Oh my God, it's the dumbest thing I ever heard in my life. Look, Frank is like Atlantis came from the ancient Greek word Atlantis, meaning the island of Atlas. Yeah, and they took that word from the Isle of Atlas. You know what? Let's go ahead and take some calls. Yeah, let's take some calls now, because yeah, now the chat is starting to get fully ignorant. Yeah, Frank, I mean, that might be the dumbest thing I read all week. I mean, literally all week. And you know, I hear some pretty dumb stuff up here. So that is saying a lot. No, hey, the term Atlantis doesn't come from the what you think the island of Atlantis is. The term Atlantis comes from the Greeks, meaning the island of Atlantis. I can't, all right? I can't. I can't, all right? I cannot. I will not, all right? I will not. Guys, do me a favor, please like the video, double tap the screen, sub if you like the content. If you would like to call in, join the Discord. I'm in the Discord now, okay? So if you are in the Discord, hop in the live show tab. If you're in the live show tab, accept my request when I invite you, come up and we can have a conversation. Right? Wheezy, are you up here to troll? Wheezy! Hey, Wheezy.
What's going on?
Wheezy. Yeah, are you up here to troll?
I gotta turn you up. I can't hear you for some reason.
Jeremy, thank you for the gold coin. I appreciate you, Jeremy.
Donations, gifts.
Yo,
Gifts.
I can't hear you. What's going on?
I'm gonna drop you
Yeah,
down. I'm gonna drop you
rejoin.
down until you figure it out, bro. Yeah, because I see you, Fuzzy, and I see you, G from the Bay. You guys make my life infinitely easier, okay? Thank you so much. Mike said, why are you changing subjects? Explain Atlantis. I already explained Atlantis. All right? And I can change subjects whenever I want, Mike. If you have a question about Atlantis, ask me humbly. All right, come with your hat in hand, asking me questions. Don't tell me about what I'm doing. All right. Weezy,
What's going on, OG?
can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you now.
Okay, you're not up here to troll, right?
Yeah, I know where I am. This is Frank, by the way.
Oh, the idiot that I just commented on?
Yeah, the idiot.
God
And I
dang.
didn't say it meant Island of Atlantis. I said it meant Island of Atlas.
I didn't say you said Island of Atlantis. I read it exactly how you said it, idiot. See,
If
you don't.
You read my comments.
No, I read it. I read it verbatim. I read it verbatim. No, hold on.
Let's some of your theories.
No. Let's not do that. Let's stay right here. So, number one, when you say that the term Atlantis comes from the Greek word Atlantis, do you understand how stupid that sounds, right?
There's an accented I. It is a unique word in their language, and it does mean.
It's not a unique word in their language. No, it's not. Yeah.
is.
No, it's not, because it describes the place that I'm telling you the word comes from. So it cannot be a unique word in their language if it describes somewhere else. And if you go to that place, that word is still being used in that place.
Because the
Stupid, I'm not gonna let you get the chance. Stupid, I'm not gonna let you get the chance.
No, it's not. The ATL letter grouping, sir, I'm responding to you. Be quiet. The ATL letter grouping exists in a bunch of different American words and languages. That's how you know for a fact anything with the ATL letter grouping comes from America, period. Have you ever heard of the language called Nahuatl? Have you ever heard of that? So there's an ancient Native, I know you haven't heard of it because you're stupid. So there's an ancient Native American language called Nahuatl where this ATL letter grouping comes from. That's why you got words like Seattle, words like Quetzalcoatl, words like Atlantic, Atlanta, Atlantis, all in America. It did not come from the Greeks. You're a moron.
What about Atlas? The title
Atlas comes from an ancient Native American deity. Atlan. That's the original name of the Native American deity that Atlas was made off of. You're so stupid you didn't even know that. Yeah, Atlan. Atlan is the name of the Native American deity that predates Atlas. It's the same. Oh, then how come you can connect those dots? How come you can connect those dots, stupid? Because Atlan predates Atlas. There you go. And it's the exact same story.
Yeah, but you said that the Greeks made Atlas.
I never. They did. It's the same story, idiot. It's the same story, idiot. It's the exact same story.
Same story. Okay.
Yes, Atlan. Yeah. Look. You're muted. Atlan holds up the firmament. Atlas holds up the globe. It's the exact same story, idiot. And one of them is older than the other, so you know which one came. You see, you know which one came from the other because of which one came first.
But I'm asking you, you don't think it's possible that two different cultures could have come up with the same similar creation myth?
Nope.
Then how do you explain dragons? You say it's
because they were real, stupid. They were real because they didn't make it up. That's how I explain it. It's not made up. See, idiots. How come you can't figure all this out on your own? This is all basic logical shit, I'm telling you. Basic shit right here.
Tell me about the dragons. You said they were dinosaurs and they were real.
I said dinosaurs were fake. And just like you said, you're like, well, how did all these different cultures come up with dragons? They didn't come up with dragons. They saw dragons, and that's why the different cultures wrote about it, because it all comes from the same source. The idea, do you know what the possibility? Do you know what the possibility is of two people that never met each other coming up with the exact same fictional idea to the letter? You know what the possibility of that is?
Well, they're not all to the letter. A lot of cultures have different dragons.
I'm talking about Atlan and Atlas right now. They have the same name and the same story to the letter. Yeah. So, anyways, the Greeks, which a lot of people, the Greeks, hold on 1 second. The Greeks, which a lot of people really think were the Creeks in America, the Greeks is most of their stories are fabricated, most of them. 100%. They just take the stories from Native American stories and then transplant it in Europe because we're being colonized by Europeans. Do you understand? You know why they take our stories in America and transplant them to Europe? Because we're being colonized by Europeans. Okay? So that's why all the stories lead back to Europe, because it's European education.
Under the Greek colonization of America, yeah, that was a pretty bad time.
I never said anything like that. See, you're not even smart enough to follow the conversation we're having. That's why I called you stupid, bro.
You. But I want to know where you.
I know, but you're too stupid to know.
Lines
I know you
of
want to know, but you're too stupid, bro. All right, you're too stupid.
Which
And I like
culture
you.
told
Listen,
you
listen,
about
listen,
the
listen,
sword?
listen. And you seem like a nice guy. All right, so I don't want to continue to be rude to you. So I'm gonna drop you down. All right, you're more than welcome to come up here anytime. You are, but you got to calm down on the stupidity. If you have a question, ask the question. Let me answer. If you have a rebuttal to that answer, give us a rebuttal. All right, asking me question after question after question when the answer to them are the most logical, simple things ever. I have nothing else to conclude but that you're an idiot. And I love you, okay? I do love you, and I appreciate you for tuning in, bro. Guys, do me a favor. Please like the video, double tap the screen, and sub if you like the content. As you can see, I am not the one to be messing around with, all right? President, are you up here to troll?
No, I ain't up here to troll.
Or what's on your mind, brother?
So, like, what's up with, like, circumnavigating?
What's up with it?
Like, that's not a real thing. People don't travel the globe.
Well, circumnavigating does not prove the shape. Can you let me, like, you asked me a question. I'm answering your question, and you're already interrupting me. Why are you already interrupting me, bro? This don't make no sense.
My bad.
It is your bad. Who else's bad is it? It ain't my bad. What I'm supposed to do, just curse you out right away? See, this is my point, right? He's like, oh, my bad, I interrupted you. And people get mad while I'm aggressive right away. Because that's the only way to prevent that, is right away, I got to be aggressive, so y'all just calm down. Mystic, thank you so much. Mystic said, thank you guys for the gifts. If you, who was that? Mix, thank you for the 30 jewels. I appreciate that, all right?
Nations.
All right, so you asked me.
Gifts.
So what was your question again? My bad. Go ahead.
I was just asking about, like, you know, circumnavigating, people that, you know,
Right.
travel the globe,
Yeah.
you know, with the compass and actually go from point to point.
Yeah. So circumnavigation is one of the first things that helped us discover that the earth was not a globe. Do you understand? There is a race that people talk about all the time that goes allegedly around the globe in the southern hemisphere, right? They circumnavigate the globe in the southern hemisphere allegedly. Well, there's a person that participated in that race. His name is Hervé Riboni. I would highly suggest people go look at his work. He was one of the first people in this time period, and this is what you're talking about. You're talking about him circumnavigating the globe in the southern hemisphere. He's done this race over 7 times. He has physically circumnavigated the globe, and he is one of the first people in, you know, this time period to prove that the earth is not a globe based on his own circumnavigations and based on time zones. So we don't have to get into time zones right now, but that's also something else that he goes over. I'm still talking. All right. So yeah, I'm going to, if you shut up. All right. I'm not going to go over the time zones right now. But again, the circumnavigation is the first thing that led him to believe that the earth was not a globe. So even if you do circumnavigate the earth, that does not prove the shape or the size of the earth. In fact, it debunks the shape or the size once you make a definite claim. If you make a definite claim on a shape and a size, you got to be able to test that exact shape and size. And it has been debunked by the very example you brought up today. Like the video, double tap the screen. Like the video, double tap the screen. Sub if you like the content.
You saying I should trust one guy's opinion compared to the thousands of people?
Who are these thousands of people? Who are these thousands of people? Who are you referring to?
It's just a 15-year-old that just broke a world record.
Who?
Or was it 14?
Wow. All right. Bro. Come on. I need you to calm down with that. All right. I need you to calm down with that.
That's besides.
I mean, like, right, for real, like, do you have a brain? Do you actually have a brain, bro? No. But President, I want to know, do you have a brain? Do you have a brain? No, President, real quick. I want you. Do you hear my question, bro? I want to know, do you have a brain? Okay. All right. So why? Okay. So this is my next question. So why in your brain did you think that you were? All right. My bad. I keep interrupting you, don't I? I keep interrupting you. My bad, bro. Go ahead. My bad. Go ahead.
I'm just saying.
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead. My bad. You said denying what? Denying what?
There's a race around
My bad, bro. I can't hear you. Can you start over one more time? One more time.
There's a race in it.
Stupid, I'm not gonna let you get the chance. Stupid, I'm not gonna let you get the chance. Stupid, I'm not gonna let you get the chance.
Anyways, like I said, he brought up the race that goes around the Southern Hemisphere. I brought up somebody that actually did the physical race he's talking about. And now he's like, well, there's just one guy's opinion. Yeah, that's what I thought. You know what? I think that's what I'm going to do from now on. From now on, when you guys come up, okay, you tell me what evidence you think proves the globe, and I will take that specific evidence and show you how that specific evidence actually proves the earth is not a globe. I mean, like, I'm like 3 for 3 at this point. I'm 3 for 3. I'm feeling pretty confident. Globe Earth is a cartoon fantasy. Shout out Brainwasher. Yeah, it makes no sense, bro. You brought the race up. Like, if you're gonna bring it up, why would you be mad at me for bringing it up? Bringing up an actual person that did it. Look, this is the name of the person that did it. All right, he did it sailing for Switzerland. This is not made up. Don't bring up something if you don't want me to actually talk about it. He brought up something, now he's mad that I'm talking about it. Makes no sense, dude. Makes no sense. Well, there's only one guy. Why would you bring it up then? Jeff, thank you for that gift, Jeff. Hold on, I didn't get the chance to acknowledge that. Give me a second, Jeff. Give me a second.
Donations, gifts.
Jeff sent the $5. Thank you, sir. Please explain dinosaurs equaling dragons. I will absolutely go into that, Jeff. All right, absolutely. Let's see let me see who I'm bringing up next, though. All right, Affy, I'm bringing you up real quick before we go to the next caller. Dinosaurs are provably fake and made up. Nobody ever saw it. Dragons, according to all historical context ever, was a real animal that many different people and cultures interacted with. So when people are finding quote unquote dinosaur bones and fossils, these are actually dragon bones and fossils. That's why the taxonomical categories are so similar. Do you understand? These are dragon bones and fossils that they're finding. That's why the taxonomical categories are so similar. And that's why, like somebody brought up earlier, well, I brought this up earlier, but somebody was like, name me one dinosaur that was ever called a dragon. Here's a list of over 30 dinosaurs that were originally called dragons. Over 30 dinosaurs that were originally named dragon. All right? I didn't make this up, guy. I'm just telling you what the news is. I'm just telling you the news, okay? All right. Affy, are you up here to troll?
Captain, I've actually got a question considering dragons.
One second. Oh, one second. All right. Jindy said, can't dragons just be dinosaurs? Yeah, but if you're speaking accurately, it's the other way around. Dinosaurs are dragons. Dinosaurs are fake. Dragons are real. Okay, there you go. And like the video, double tap the screen, sub if you like the content. What's your question, Affy?
Okay, so like, if dragons used to be real, why did they die out?
Used to be. Come on. I never said anything like that, bro. Can you not use that word? Are you not smart enough to not know to not use that word, bro? Everybody in the entire YouTube.
Why aren't they in the public? Why don't we see them if they are real?
Are you saying that every single animal that ever used to be real is currently present in the public? I'm asking you. Is that what you're saying?
But like,
Affy.
I am not saying that.
Okay, calm down, bro. Calm down. All right, calm down. I don't need you to tell me what you're not saying. Just respond to what I'm saying. I'm about to get you out of here, bro, if you can't have a regular conversation. I swear to God. All right? Just respond to what I'm saying. Don't tell me what you are and aren't saying, okay? Now, are you saying that just because we don't see an animal, that means it did not exist? Is that what you're saying? Yes or no?
No.
Okay, great. You're not saying that. Okay, so now I don't understand the dichotomous question you're asking me. If dragons were real, why don't we see them? Well, you should be smart enough to figure this out on your own. There are a ton of animals that used to be real that we don't see.
And like now say I was confused a bit because
I know you're confused. You're very confused. It's obvious. That much is obvious, bro. That's why you need to slow down. Hey, that's why you need to slow down. When I start talking, bro, just listen. Trust me, because I'm helping you out. Go ahead.
Okay, so see, I was more or less wondering more so if you were saying that they are now present or not, or if they were past tense. In the sense of that they were alive, or if they are alive since.
Okay. Let me apologize there, okay? Because again, English is not your first language, and so it's difficult for you to use words in the proper context.
Yeah.
I understand that. So just to clarify, when he said, why aren't dragons around? He wasn't asking me in the sense of if dragons are real, they must be around. That's not what he was saying. It's difficult though, because the way you said it in English, that was the implication. And I know English is not your first language, and so I will apologize for that. So what you're asking is, if dragons are real, what happened to them? Is what you meant to ask, right? My bad. I didn't hear that. Is that what you meant to ask? If dragons are real, what happened to them?
I gotta go.
All right.
Sorry.
Well, goodbye. All right, let's see. Guys, do me a favor. Please like the video. Double tap the screen. Sub if you like the content. Again, as you can see, I am not above making mistakes. Somebody earlier asked me what mistake have I made this week. Look, there was a mistake that I made, although it was kind of his fault because he said it like that. But English is not his first language, so maybe I should have been more understanding. Noel, are you up here to troll us?
No.
No. Are you an adult?
Yes.
You are over 18.
Yes.
All right. What's on your mind?
So about the Earth isn't a globe. Why do you think of that?
Real quick. Noel, where are you from, if you don't mind me asking?
Qatar.
Yo, you're from Qatar. Okay, nice. Well, greetings from Qatar. Okay, so the reason why I say the Earth is not a globe is because every single time the surface of the Earth is physically measured, it's never measured in accordance with a globe, ever, when it's physically measured. And on top of that, every single evidence that people have of the Earth being a globe, it is always in the sky and none of it is on the Earth. The minute we start talking about the actual Earth, the surface of the Earth is completely flat every time. So this is based on like all engineering projects, like the way airplanes fly, the way compasses work, our electromagnetic field. Anytime rubber meets the road, the Earth is treated as if the surface is flat. This is a fact.
All right, I see. But if that's so, why can airports' runway numbers use the magnetic North Pole?
Was that the whole question? Why do airplane runways use a magnetic North Pole?
Yes, you would need a globe to make a magnetic.
Who says who? Says who?
Runway numbers. You
No. Hold on.
Field. Have you ever been on an airplane?
No. Let me clarify my question. You said that in order to have a magnetic pole or a magnetic north, we must be on a globe? That's what you said. Where are you getting this from? Or are you making this up?
No, I'm not making this up.
Okay, where'd you get it from then?
You would need a circular outer core and inner core.
Says who? Says
a magnetic.
Where are you getting this from?
So it's kind of similar to.
Listen, no. I don't want to hear one more word out of your mouth unless you're going to tell us where you're getting this from. Who told you this? Who? Where did you get this from?
Well, let me ask you a question.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Are you serious? Does this work with the men in your area? You get to just, like, when the men in your area ask you questions, you just avoid the question and ask them a question? Is that what you think? No, this is America, all right? I don't know how they get down over there. I do not need to be next to a woman so bad that I'm going to allow her to run circles around me with the question game, all right? Can you tell us where you got this from, or can I move on?
Okay. So, the magnetic field needs a outer core and inner core. I got that from hundreds of books.
Then it should be easy to name one. It should be very, if it's hundreds, you should be very easy to name one.
So, I'm going to explain it in a bit of a simple.
No, you are not. No, you're not. I'm telling you no. You are either going to tell us the name of the person or the name of the experiment you got this from, or I'm about to drop you and you're going to have to wait until I talk to everybody else to come back up again.
Okay, so you can make an electromagnet with wires and electricity. The more coils, the stronger the electromagnet becomes. That's basically how the magnetic field works. It's an incredibly gigantic electromagnet. And
WJ said, let her speak. WJ, hell no. All right, when I put my foot down, that joint down. All right, listen, no, before I drop you down, I want you to hear this, okay? Number one, I asked you to tell me where you got it from. You could not tell me, so we're going to assume that you're making all this up out of your ass. All right, I get it that this is your opinion, that this is how electromagnetic fields work, but you have no evidence of this. You got this from nowhere. You are making all of this shit up. Now let's get to the actual evidence. Excuse you, I'm talking. Now let's get to the actual evidence about how our electromagnetic field is formed on Earth. As a matter of fact, you know what? I don't need you up here to do this, right? I don't need you up here. Yeah, thank you. So, like I brought up earlier, okay, according to MIT, Richard Feynman and his textbooks, this is right out of the Richard Feynman textbook. He shows you a representation of our electromagnetic field, and then he shows you the experiments, well, a representation of the experiments that have been done to recreate this field. Do you understand? Our electromagnetic field can only be recreated using flat surfaces. Do you understand? Flat surfaces. This is from MIT. This is not my opinion like that last lady was just giving you. I'm not pulling this out of my ass. No, this is Richard Feynman, MIT textbook. Correct. All right. The electromagnetic field that we have on the Earth can only be recreated using parallel conductive plates. It is impossible. It is impossible to recreate our electromagnetic field if we're on a sphere. So you're completely wrong about that. The electromagnetic field that we have on Earth debunks the idea that we live on a sphere. Okay? The electromagnetic field that we have on the Earth does not prove we live on a sphere. It does the exact opposite. We cannot have the electromagnetic field that we have on the Earth if we lived on a sphere. This is according to MIT professor Richard Feynman. Thank you. What's up, JUB? Are you up here to troll us today?
No.
What's on your mind, my brother?
You were talking about like how the Earth is not a globe. Wouldn't we be able to tell like with the shadows? Because like say the Earth is flat, it casts an oval shadow, right?
JUB, were you listening a few minutes ago when I said that the reason why I think the Earth is a globe is because every time you guys bring up evidence, it's always evidence that's in the sky, not on the ground? Did you hear me say that? Huh?
Nah, I didn't hear that.
Right, you didn't. Right. Well, that makes sense because immediately after I said that, you came in here with evidence that the Earth is a globe. And where do you want me to look at?
No? Say that again? I didn't hear you.
Where is it that you want me to look at to find this evidence you're talking about? Where am I looking?
The shadows, yo.
Where though? Where are these shadows?
Where are the shadows?
Yes. Are they
In
on
the sunlight.
Are they on the ground or are they in the sky? The shadows.
What? No, but like,
Huh?
they come from the sky.
Huh? Hello?
Hello?
Moving on. Mr. Bunitsky said time zones. Yes, time zones debunk the globe. Yes, I appreciate you for bringing that up. Time zones directly debunk the globe. Thank you for bringing that up. Are you up here to troll Justa?
Oh no! I just have a genuine question. Since the Earth, according to what I've seen, you say it's a flat surface. How would you explain?
Hold on one second.
Cycles?
Hold on one second. President, listen, you're down. Look, President, you're down in the lobby right now, right? I will allow you to come back up, President, after I'm done with all these people. But if you are going to say that I'm scared, then, I'm going to be scared, bro. I don't allow people to call me scared if I'm not acting like it. So if you think that I'm scared of you, bro, just tell me in the chat. Say, no, I legitimately think that you're scared of me and you ran from me. And then I'll just ban you. And then you don't ever have to worry about that. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, bro, I'm not with all this little kid shit. All right, I'm a grown adult. You start talking all petty to me in my chat, I'm not going to bring you back up. I'm going to ban you for life so that way I never have to talk to your dumb, petty ass again. Let me know, though, bro. I mean, if you're being impatient, you think I ran from you? Say, yeah, you ran from me. Let me know. Let me know what you think, bro. All right, go ahead, Justa. What's on your mind?
So, according to you, your definition of what the Earth is a flat
Nope.
surface, right?
Nope.
Am I right?
Nope, you're wrong.
Okay. So, how would you describe the Earth?
Not a globe.
So, if you were to name the closest shape possible to what you describe the Earth to be, what would it be?
The Earth. It would be the shape of the Earth. Yeah, let me ask you a question, Justa. Justa, let me ask you a question.
Sure.
Let me ask you a question.
Sure.
What is the closest shape that your body has? What's the shape of your body?
I would say it's an oval.
Your body is an oval, right? Okay. Yeah, good one.
So
Your body is not an oval, just so you know. Your body's not an oval. That's stupid.
If you want to put it like that, my body will be my body is what the
Ah,
me to say.
right. It don't have a specific shape because it is a complicated organism. What do you think is more complicated, the human body or the Earth? We think more complicated, the human body or the Earth? Which one?
No, obviously that will be the Earth.
Obviously the Earth. Oh, right. Okay, so stop acting weird when you ask me what shape the Earth is and I say the shape of the Earth. Because when I ask you what shape your body is, you're like, the shape of a body. All right, turn your brain on. Turn your brain on.
Okay. So let me just get back to that. When I asked what was the closest shape you would define it, it is geometrical. If you were to look at a bowl, and you would be like, what shape is that closest to? You would say that's a semicircle. If it's 2D. If it's 3D,
This is all hypothetical, bro. This is all hypothetical. All right, this means nothing in science. This means nothing in science. It's all hypothetical. What's up, Truth to Peter? Thank you for the gold coin. I appreciate that.
So now I just want to ask you, what is
Donations.
What you
Gifts.
imagine the Earth to be? Yes, you say the Earth shape.
I already
The
answered that.
closest geometric shape, if you were to draw.
I would not do that. I would not waste my time doing that because I'm not in damn elementary school. All right, I stopped drawing shapes in kindergarten. I don't know if you know that or not. Now I just read books and look at scientific experiments.
Okay.
Hold up.
Really,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry I have to do
involved
this.
in it.
I'm sorry I have to do this. Oh God. Because I usually don't do this to people. I really don't. Because you guys know I love women up here. I really do. I love women. I praise them and everything. But this girl, Crystal, are you talking to me? Really? Crystal, you're talking to me. You're saying I debate like shit, Crystal. Really? Please, God. Okay, Crystal. All right, listen. By the way, this is only specific to Crystal, okay? I don't want anybody else to take this personally. If you do, then I don't care because this is real offended. Crystal, darling, listen. You might think that I debate like shit, Crystal, and that's fine. That's your opinion, right? That is your opinion. You're entitled to it. You know what is not an opinion, Crystal? You look like shit. You literally look like shit. As a man, I'm more attractive than you, and that's a problem. That's a problem. Look at your photo right now. You look like shit. You should focus less on what I sound like and more on what you look like, bitch. My bad. I'm sorry. Look at that's not directed at the other. I'm just talking to Crystal. All right, I'm just talking to Crystal. I'm just saying, you can think that I debate like shit, but looking like that, what's wrong with you? What the hell is wrong with you? How dare you? Out your damn mind. My bad. Listen, I usually don't do that. I'm just saying, like, why are you here? Like, what's wrong with you? Yeah, I'm crashing out because of, like, look, I got Jabba the Fett up here trying to tell me I debate like shit. Girl, you got a trail of a snail slime dragging behind you when you walk, and I debate like shit. I can smell you from way over here. Literally, if you get up out of whatever chair you're sitting in right now, randomly out of nowhere, all you gonna hear is beep, 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 beep. My bad. That's too far. That's too far. All right. That's too far, and I distance myself from these type of jokes. All right. That's not good, and we shouldn't do that up here. Okay. We should not do that. I condemn these type of jokes. Anyway, listen. I'm chilling now. Listen, I'm chill. All right, I'm chilling. Okay, I'm relaxed now. Like the video, please. Sub if you like the content. Double tap the screen. I'm just saying, listen, participate in the conversation. All right? Stop with all this other shit. Stop with all this other shit. I'm just saying, you don't want to do this with me.
Right. Hello.
My bad, Justa. Go ahead. I know everybody's mad now. But good. All right, good. My bad. Go ahead.
Okay, so like, it's just like one quick one, right? So
Yeah. Go ahead.
Since by your definition, the Earth shape is incomprehensible. That is what I've been hearing up. Unless you're
Sure.
wrong,
Yeah.
me.
In a way, yes. In a way, you are starting to understand what I'm saying. It's an elementary way to think about things, and not only that, somebody would have to have traveled around the entire Earth, mapped it out, maybe even from the sky, in relation to other things to figure out the exact shape. Nobody's even done that. They just claim that they know the shape based on experiments that don't even prove it. Like you guys bring up the Eratosthenes experiment all the time. The Eratosthenes experiment proves that the Earth's surface is flat. It don't prove that the Earth's surface is round at all. You know what I mean? But you guys bring that up and that's your only evidence. So there's no evidence that the Earth is a globe, ever.
2 satellites on opposing sides of the globe. And it would show what picture would it show me? Would it show me?
This is hypothetical, bro. Bro, this is I don't want to talk hypotheticals. All right, it's a scientific space, so I don't know.
Okay,
Go show me the info, and then we can go into it. But I don't know. All right, I honestly don't know.
Okay, then let's gloss over that fact, right? The next one will be, how would you describe day and night cycles?
Day and night is caused by the movement of the sun.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's obvious, but since
If it's obvious, then why couldn't you figure that out on your own? My God.
No.
My God, you guys are a trip. I swear to God, you guys are a trip and a half.
No. Let me finish the question first, right? So basically, due to the way the sun is placed in the center of the galaxy, and the way the Earth moves around it, that would dictate that the Earth is a sphere due to how the day and night cycle acts. Am I wrong to say that?
Yes. My God. Yeah, you're wrong. All right. Anything else, bro? You're wrong. Anything else?
Why would that be so? Just like
Because you just admitted that it's obvious that the seasons and day and night come from the movement of the sun. So you adding all this extra shit in there is indoctrination levels that I don't have the patience to deal with right at this moment. You know what I mean? So you only think that because you were taught it in school. There's no physical evidence of that whatsoever. But we all agree that the sun moves and that's what causes day and night. So the fact that we're even still having this conversation, I mean, it's nonsense. It's nonsense. All right? You only think that because you were indoctrinated, bro.
So
Yeah.
if you heard what I said that the Earth moves around.
There's no evidence of this. That if you heard what I said there's no evidence of that. I gotta go, bro. I gotta go. All right, that's it. That is absolutely it. Listen, before we take the next call, I'm about to restart the live. All right, because I just started disrespecting the shit out that lady, and you know, we need to come back with a fresh energy. Yeah. You know what I mean? Sometimes I just be flying off the handle. All right. If you want to tune back in right now. If you don't, please go away forever, okay? I don't want to see you. If you don't like me, go away. It's that simple. All my mods, you guys know I love. Let me make sure I call out all the super chats first. Hold on. I'm about to restart the live, so you know what I mean. If you're in the Discord, just stay in there, and I'm gonna bring you up in a second. All right, so we got Cap Cole with the 2 jewels, Ryan with the 4. My bad. Cap Cole with the 100. Ryan with the eagle, the star, and the thumbs up.
Donations, gifts.
Ryan with the high 5. Gary with the gold coin. Truth to Peter with the gold coin.
Donations.
And then, of course, Cap Cole with the 100. Thank you so much, Cap Cole.
Donations, gifts.
Cap Cole also sent the happy poop. I appreciate that. The Discord is on my page right now. Join the live show tab when you get in there. Yeah, I'm about to reset it so we can come back with a fresh energy. You know what I mean? And the rest of our conversation won't be dragged down by my horrible jokes against that very, I'm sure, nice but ignorant lady. You know what I mean? All right, I love you guys. If you want to tune back in about, I don't know, 15 seconds, I'm going to restart the live. If you are a hater and you don't want to tune in, leave me alone.